I still vividly remember the night that we met. The handsome angle of your jawline, the glimmer in your dark eyes when you smiled, and the way you laughed at my clumsy jokes despite my obvious nervousness. I couldn't believe that someone so breathtaking would be drawn to me. I know it likely sounds cliche, but before we began dating, I never knew it was possible for a person to feel such overpowering happiness. Living alongside you was like wandering through a spectacular dream ripe with joyous moments. My hands trembling as you slid a diamond ring onto my finger, the handwritten vows we exchanged at our wedding, champagne bubbling on my tongue as we celebrated our nuptials. Perfect is an overused word, but it's the only one that can adequately describe the early days of our marriage. Then you changed. In the beginning, I made excuses for you. You worked long hours and were often tired. So what if you sometimes called me cruel names or angrily tossed the dinner I'd spent hours preparing into the garbage can? Or became livid if I talked to my mother on the phone for more than 2 minutes? I was certain that you didn't actually mean any of the unkind things that you said, and you were always so apologetic afterwards. I brushed off anyone who expressed concern because they didn't know you like I did. When you demanded that I quit my job, cut everyone else out of my life, and focus solely on you, I admit that I was deeply saddened. Still, I complied. I just didn't want to make you mad again. Moving abruptly without even telling my mother to a faraway rural place where I didn't know anyone and no one knew I existed cracked my heart in half. The first time your fist connected with my mouth and I tasted my own blood, you said you were sorry. Eventually, you stopped apologizing. I tried my damnedest to keep you from becoming furious, but all my frightened, tear-soaked efforts were never enough. Eggshells shattered beneath my stumbling feet. Life decayed into ugliness and pain where there had once been beauty and hope. When I finally summoned enough courage to leave, I didn't get far before you found me. You promised that if I ever tried to flee again, you wouldn't simply kill me. You'd violently murder my mother and force me to watch. I knew you weren't lying. That's why I put the drugs in your morning coffee. That's why you woke up chained inside this tiny windowless padlocked room with only a dying flashlight and my letter to keep you company. That's why you'll stay there until I grow bored of jamming food trays through the thin gap at the bottom of the door and starvation withers you away into nothing. Don't bother screaming, my love. No one else is going to hear you. There's only you and me, just like you wanted. Till death do us part.